Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We've got a special unboxing just came in today, House 2, the second story. Now, in case you're wondering, this is pretty new to Blu-ray because originally all I could get was this guy right here. This is House 2, the second story on DVD. And it doesn't tell us a lot, as you can see right here. It's got, as you can see, a full screen presentation with the 133.1 aspect ratio, Dolby Digital Mono, whereas this is a big time special edition of the movie. It's got a lot. It's from Arrowhead and pretty cool. We come around and we can see here that there's been a lot of work. You can actually make out 5.1 soundtrack, 2K resolution, restoration from the original film elements. That's always important. And a whole lot of stuff. And I was lucky to get this because the only copy I could get of this, if I was just going to buy completely brand new from well, it is still brand new, but I mean from Amazon, would be from Europe. You'd see all the little Europe stuff on the bottom. So this is really great. And we're going to take a look at it. Plus, I wanted to quickly show off some of the work I've been doing and also with what. So, first off, to solve for the Enterprise C problem, as you can see here, the facade collectors, which are normally, as you can see right there, very white, they're now starting to take on a red tint, and that's thanks to these guys right here. The Suncatcher paints, in this case, pastels, because it had the best red color I could find at the bottom. Now, the cool thing about these colors is they're on those little tiny clear plastic or glass type things. So, I thought I would get some of it, and because it's still transparent, translucent, put it on top just enough to make it, really stand out as red. But when it's exposed to black lights or normal light, it still shines through completely red. Plus, this might do a little bit more. And in case you're wondering, even before I started, I actually tested it with the Defiant. And believe it or not, that's actually redder than it used to be because I only did the tip of the top of the ship. But it actually does start to take on more of a red color as it dries, which is a good thing. It's going to be a multiple coat system. That's usually how these work. And if you don't believe me, just take a look back here. See how you can actually choose on those items whether they will be very dark or very light. That's the basic premise here. And there are multiple colors. Plus, you can just get these in arts and crafts sections. This one's from Walmart. Happy hobby. So it may not have been originally planned for models, but this does give me a lot of choices. And I have one set because I'm about to give that another coat. Also, to show off the continued work on the new Sovereign class saucer section, here we go. Now you'll notice that a lot didn't change from the last video except for a few things. We have this piece right here has been added. There's literally a piece at the end. And also you can just make out the um the cargo bay. Now the cool thing is I did add orange glow in the dark paint to that cargo bay. It's a very light color, but that means when that's glowing, it's going to look really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get these pastel paints before I did these guys, but to be fair, it's not that big of a deal for me. They still need a little bit more touch-up paint on the bottom, and we're just getting like some of the area where the ablative hull armor is going to go. That's the black graphite paint, and still a little bit more touch-up on the gray. It's usually supposed to be a lighter color. Oh, sorry. There's a lot of pollen in the air right now, so I'm suffering. All right, let's get this unboxed. Give you one more look at all the features. It was not cheap. And I do have the first one. Trusty throwing knife. And here we go. I mean, this movie was cool. And oh, and look at that. You can actually see a good chunk of the characters. There's the the caterpillar dog thing, which is kind of cool. All the characters involved. It's a really good film. I mean, it is too. They had a lot of fun making the second one, in my opinion. Yeah, I know people are like, it's a terrible movie. Like, I don't really care because it's just Too much fun. All right, here we go. House 2. Now let's open it up to see. All right. So we have our little card thing, and yeah, I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping that's not going to be okay. Ah, all right. And just like the original, the first film, see here we have the disc, and that has the old West dude on the front. But take a look here. We actually have the same sort of setup. House 2, the second story. It's getting wilder. And I'm probably going to flip that over because I just like those designs better. But I'll admit, this one is actually a lot better. It's got a lot more characters and stuff. But there's something with the house movies about going with that design right there. In fact, let's take a quick look. Be right. We have one right here. And it has a bunch of the characters and stuff. We open it up. Same basic setup with all the features. There's the disc. And check it out. And there's how the first one is set up. And I'm probably going to go back to that right there just later on because it is so cool. The first one is a red color and the second one is a blue color. And also, I just like the font that they used. It's really nice. So there's that. We'll go back in. So pretty cool. And let's just show off the DVD version as well. And it's nice to have the DVD version, but again, it doesn't look like the best thing. And I think that's the house from one still too. I think. Although I do love that. The little corpse hand doing the two right there. The second story with brand new orders. So yeah. So that's great. I'm getting to add these in. I also noticed that they're a lot thicker than normal Blu-ray cases, which is okay. So it's all good. Anyways, guys, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and yeah, there is an cell problem for the Constitution refit, the big one. I'll talk about it later in a big update for those. But anyways, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and hopefully tomorrow I'll have a lot more to unbox. But anyways, guys, like and subscribe, do all that stuff, and I'll see you later. Bye.